What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be covering 3 different alternatives that you guys can be using over AliExpress, and these are going to be the most reliable options personally in my opinion. And if you guys don't know, I'm coming out with a e-commerce agency where I build high converting and branded Shopify stores. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you check out the description below where you can message me on Facebook. So there's really 5 main reasons as to why you guys want to stay away from AliExpress, and the very first one is that they're very unreliable, especially in this last year or so in 2020 when things kind of hit the fan. Their shipping times just went absolutely crazy. You couldn't really depend on them to ship out your products on time, and they have 30 to 60 day shipping, which in 2021 is absolutely unacceptable, especially with all these different options that you have that I'm going to show you. And then the third thing is that they have no quality control, guys. So any products that they send out, you're not going to know if the customer received a broken product or one that wasn't packaged correctly. So there's really no quality control there, and that's something that you guys definitely want to consider, especially if you are in a scaling phase. And then fourthly, they have no good or active support. I'm sure you guys have messaged people or try to ask questions on AliExpress and they simply just don't respond, or they respond like a week later. And then finally, number 5, you cannot scale or brand with AliExpress. So let's say you get anywhere from 10 to 20 orders a day and you want to scale, you want to put your own brand on it. AliExpress is not going to be reliable for that. They're not going to be able to ship out your orders in time. They're not going to be able to put your logo onto their products. They're not really a good supplier to use if you guys want to scale a product and build an actual brand out of it. Now, if you guys absolutely have to use AliExpress, I would only look on the listings that have US shipping, where it's like 3 to 7 day shipping times. Usually those listings have warehouses in the United States, so they're going to be able to ship out their product pretty quickly to the customers. And there are also some listings out there that lie about that. So as you can see, they're not very reliable on keeping up with their word or how they ship out their products. So let's get straight into the top 3 sourcing platforms that you guys should be using. So the very first sourcing platform is SourceInbox, and these are going to actually be in order of the most reliable and best suppliers to use. So make sure you guys pay attention to that as well. Out of all the other sourcing platforms that I've used, I've never had any issues with them. And the cool thing about them is that they use UnExpress, which is a very reliable type of shipping, and it's 7 to 15 days, which is drastically better than what you're going to be finding on AliExpress. And I think as beginners in dropshipping, when you have these types of times, it's going to save you a lot of headache down the road when you do decide to scale your product. And then they also have better quality control, and you can have confidence that the product that you're selling is not just garbage and going to be all crushed and destroyed when it arrives to your customer. And this is probably the most important part to me, and the thing that I like the most about them is that they have good and active support. So once you create an account on there, you'll get assigned an account manager or an agent, and that way you're going to be able to keep in contact. And if you have any problems or issues with orders, you want to scale, you want to test different products, you can just message them and then they'll get everything taken care of within a day or 2. And then lastly, you can scale with them with your logo design as well. So once you see a lot of profit and sales coming in, you definitely want to establish an actual brand around your product. You want to put your logo design on, you want to have custom packaging, and with them, you're going to be able to do this. What they basically do is once you tell them you want to do this, they're going to go ahead and get a minimum order quantity for you. You guys would need to order up front some inventory. What I would do personally is just compare that price to other suppliers on Alibaba just to see if they're upselling you and if you're getting the best deal. As far as payment goes on these platforms, you can pay with either PayPal, Payoneer, or wire transfer. But as you get up there and are starting to scale, wire transfer is not an issue at all. These are going to be reliable platforms. You don't have to worry about them trying to scam you. So the next platform is CJ Dropshipping. And these guys are actually not that bad for testing products, and they're semi-reliable, but they're definitely an option when you guys are starting out. And they have 10 to 15 day shipping times, medium quality control, and medium support. What I did notice is that support on CJ responded much later than they did on SourceInbox. And then also you can scale with them as well with your logo design. And then one other problem that I do see with CJ is that they can be a little expensive when it comes to their shipping costs and what they're charging you for the product. So you guys definitely have to do your research research on these 3 different platforms when you're trying to test, but these guys are definitely a viable option when you're just starting out and you want to test a handful of products. Overall, I've heard mixed things about CJ dropshipping. Some people have said that they aren't shipping on time, their quality control is pretty bad, but honestly, me personally, I haven't had any issues with them. And then finally, Weo, which is kind of a low-key dropshipping platform, and these guys are basically everything that CJ dropshipping is, except their products are much more expensive to source from them. They have good quality control and amazing shipping times, but it all reflects in the cost that they're charging for their products. Well, like what I've noticed is that a lot of times they'll charge exactly what's on AliExpress, but their shipping costs $10 to even $15 depending on what product you choose. And then like these other platforms here, you're going to be able to contact them and usually they'll respond within 2 business days. Weo is the most organized platform to use, but Sourcing Box still has my number 1 as far as reliability and the best prices that you guys can get as new dropshippers. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into these platforms so I can show you step by step how to connect them to your store and source these products. Alright you guys, so for Sourcing Box, all you guys got to do is go to the Shopify app store and then download Sourcing Box. It's completely free, and so is Weo and CJ dropshipping, so go ahead and download that for your store. And then once you go over to the app, you guys can see that it has a very simple dashboard, and all you guys got to do when you go on here is search up your product. So let's say we want to sell a posture corrector, and it'll show up right away. So we click on that and you can see all the different variants, the different shipping times that you guys can choose as well. Like if you wanted to choose Canada, you can choose that as well. And they have 15, 35 days, 10 to 20 days. And then you just have to go through here and decide based off of what you're going to be pricing your product for. But overall, these shipping prices really aren't that expensive. And the cool thing about this is that they give you pictures that are ready to use as well as descriptions as well. Now, of course, you don't want to just copy and paste this onto your product store. You want to do a little bit of editing here and there, but all you guys got to do next is just import it. And I've already imported this product specifically, so it says edit and import list. So once you guys have imported it, make sure you go to manage products, import list, and then you guys can see it right here. Just click on import to store and it'll be directly connected through Sourcing Box to your product store. And then from there, whenever you guys get orders on your Shopify store, it'll automatically sync into here. And then you can go to manage orders, Sourcing Box orders, and then they'll all show up here, and you can pay with PayPal, wire transfer, Payoneer. And another thing too, guys, if you cannot find your product on their marketplace, what you guys can do is actually contact your account manager. And that's the cool thing about Sourcing Box is that you get assigned one every time you create an account. So any questions that you may have, any problems, if you're looking to scale, find new suppliers, you can contact them on here, and then either through email, WhatsApp, or Skype, they'll give you their information, and they're very easy to access, and they always respond within 1 business day. And you can contact them to get a product that you weren't able to find. So all you would have to do is just go on AliExpress, get the link to your product, and then send it to them, and they're going to be able to directly link that product to your store through Sourcing Box. So all the orders will be automatically synced, and they'll give you a quote as well. And the cool thing about it too is that you can have multiple stores on here. So this is a pretty efficient platform, and that's why I think it's the best one that you can use at the moment when you don't want to use AliExpress. And if you guys just want to import on AliExpress linking to your website just to get all the different pictures and photos and videos and descriptions, and do like I said earlier, just copy and paste the AliExpress link and then import it to your store. So the next tool that we're going to be looking at is CJ dropshipping, and this is the second best out of the 3 that we're going to be talking about. But overall, it's the same concept. Like if you wanted a product to import on your store, and you can see they have a wide variety of different versions that you guys can use. So I'm going to click on this one, and you can see their estimated delivery times as well, product costs. They have different variants too, and you can choose what country you want to ship it to. So let's say Canada, you get 10 to 15 day time, so which isn't bad. Obviously that's much better than just using AliExpress. And then whenever you're ready and you found your product, you guys can go ahead and connect this to your store. So let's say you do some research, you're not able to find the product that you want to sell. All you guys got to do is post a sourcing request. So put your store there, the product title, and then submit it. And also I would contact their customer support, which actually responds in a decent amount of time, and then they're going to be able to go into your store, get quotes for you, and connect the product. products. You just want to make sure that before they connect anything to your store that you already have the product page set up. So, go on AliExpress, get the photos, descriptions, and then once you have that product page done, from my experience, CJ dropshipping is a little bit more expensive compared to Sourcing Box, but it's still a viable option. And the very last one is Weo, which is going to be the most expensive option, but they still do have some good shipping times. So let's say we wanted to look up a posture corrector. You can see that they have a wide variety, but let's say we want to go to this one. So they're going to be a little bit more expensive than we've seen, like Fast Weo Private Line. $7.89, 5 to 15 days, and the product cost is $4.63. So you're going to be paying a little bit more than you would expect to pay on Sourcing Box or on CJ dropshipping. And then if you wanted to sell this product, you just click on add to my products, and then you go to my products, and then you can actually publish this on your store once you connect it and add the app on your Shopify store. And then whenever you order, it's automatically going to transfer over to Weo, and then you can pay for your orders. And then if you're not able to find the product that you want on here, you guys just need to import the AliExpress link. From there, you can edit and change anything you need, publish it to your store, and then what I would do is create a draft order. And then once you publish that draft order, it'll show up in orders right here, and then you'll be able to click request a quote button. And then within 1 to 2 business days, they'll get back to you and tell you exactly how much you'd be paying for the product. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and got some value out of it and sort of understand why you don't want to be using AliExpress and you want to lean towards these other platforms. Make sure you like down below, subscribe, and also comment on the different videos that you guys want to see next. And if you guys haven't joined my eCom Cafe group, it's going to be down in the description below. With all that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.